Hi guys, good morning everyone. It is time for a new pattern. I'm going to scroll down to pattern focus, if my phone will go. And it looks like this week's pattern, they are all brought to you by the letter M. So we're going to go here. Now you'll note that even though, let me go back one, even though we're going to see this video on the December 10th, that the daily focus for this one is November 26th. I'm always going to be 2 weeks off, so what's probably going to happen come toward the end of December is that Nicole and Ina will choose tangles that and patterns that are more holiday Christmas related, and you will end up seeing them in January. It's just going to be what happens. So just let you know. I might try to do some of these sort of December-y, even though these one are holiday themed, even though these patterns aren't specifically designed for that. I'm going to see what I can do. A lot of them will be probably ornament like this one would be easy to do. We've done this one before on the channel, so look it up. I don't know if I'll remember to put a link, but you can look up the previous one. And what we're aiming for is that. And you start out with, this one's called Magnut, and you start off with a circle with this loop, and then another one at the bottom, so it's sort of propeller-like. And then you start going around with the feathering on both sides. This one, it shows it all going one way, but I found it actually easier. Oh no, I take it back. I'm trying to remember how I drew this last time. But I did find it easier to make this a little more even, is to do some here, and then some here, and then some here, and some here, until I got the shape that I wanted. So once you get this shape, you're going to do this feathering around this way, and then around this way. And then you're going to come back and do it this way and this way, showing that kind of overlap. So we're ending up with this. So depending on how this first two kind of crescents go, that kind of determines how that back part looks. And then you can embellish however you see fit, right? Excuse me. So let's give that a go. It is a rainy day here, so you may hear some rainy noises. You may hear my heater on. Just letting you know, you're gonna hear some noises. I need a paper. Is that the one I want to use? I don't know. Thinking I want to use, I bought this big old package of, I just got it. A pound of scrapbook paper up at Hobby Lobby. Regular price was $3.99. I used my coupon, so it came to like around $2.50 or something. I had my 40% off coupon. But look at all this paper I got. I don't know if you can see in there. It's a 1 pound of paper, and it was all kind of loose and in various sizes. So I went through and I put them in size order. See, and I counted about how many, and so it turns out that each stack is about 50 or so pieces of paper. Some are a little more, some are a little less, but there's 51, 52, about 250 little scraps of paper. And then some of them were just under 3 by 3, and some of them are 3 by 4.5. And then some are, I thought this was square, but then when I measured it, it's not. It's 4 by 4.5. So it's a little bit rectangle, but mostly square. And then this one is 4.5 by 5. And then these big squares were 5.5 by 5.5. And that's the biggest. But I got all these fun colors. So I think I'm going to start using these. That'll take me most of a whole year to use. Actually, it'll take me over a year to use them all up. So I think I'm going to do one of these. I'm feeling dangly. Let's do a rectangle. And let's do one on a kind of a greenish background. Let's see what happens with that. Oh, now I need to find some place to put all these papers. They need a storage space. I don't have storage space yet. I am so far behind on getting my studio set up. It's ridiculous, but okay. So let's do this. Zoom in. I'm going to draw one of these. I'm going to give myself a little border. And since that looks like it would make a really good ornament shape, I think that's what I'm going to do out of it. So I'm just going to do my centerpiece right about here. Here. Right about there. And then we're going to make a propeller. Like that. And then coming from one side, doesn't really matter which side. I'm going to go this way. You're going to do feathering. And then the same going this way, going the opposite way. You're going to do some feathering. And then I'm going to put myself a little guide as to where I want this shape to end. I think I want it to go to about there and about, I want it bigger, nice and round. I want it to be about like that. So I've just given myself a little bit of a pencil guideline so I can see where I want this shape to end up. So I'm still ending up in the same point here, but coming around this way, I'm following this pencil line for the top part. Oh, you know what? I don't want to go all the way down to, yeah, okay. I want to start going like this. Like that. So it makes sort of a crescent roll sort of shape. And then go the other way by just turning that around. And once again, doing the same thing. These featherings are super easy. You just have to decide where they're connecting. Just make your connections a little further along on this line. It still has to connect to that line, but it needs to come up a little higher in order to make those end up with that kind of point like that. Okay, good enough. So there's my circular motion. And then I want to go back the other way. And then these ones will get tucked behind that one. And you won't see that line, And you probably won't see that line, and you won't see these lines, but I'm going to tuck them in here anyways. Give you an idea that that's back there, right? And then the same thing the other way around. Kind of like that. So this one and this one are on top of these two. I should have maybe made this start narrowing sooner so I had a wider spot there, but that's okay. So I really like that. And but what I'm going to do is I'm going to create myself a little loop here and do like a string coming up here. And maybe behind in here we'll put some, I like this, there's a pattern called, I think it's called Vertigo, V-E-R-D-I-G-O-H, something like that. That is not one that's on the website because it's Ina does not have permission to show the step out from the artist who created it. So we can't show the step out, but I can show you how I draw it, which is basically like a pine needle shape, which really comes out cool when you're doing sort of like Christmas ornament tree stuff. It's basically just little skinny sticks off of a branch going wildly different directions. And you just do your, and some of them can go crooked, and you just play with it. Oh, wrong way. I went this way. See? So it's basically doing the weaving technique, but you use one central point to make them all come out from. Some people like to do them all just straight. I like to add the curves. For me, that makes it look more tree-like. And then I'm going to do one down here. I like to do some straight ones because that really gives you that anchoring tree branch sort of feel. But then I do those other curvy ones because trees are not, they don't grow straight. And I will probably end up doing this particular pattern multiple times in the next month, just because I'm pretty sure I will want to make Christmas ornament like patterns this month. May not be the only thing I do, but there's a high probability of wanting to create this look. getting ready for Christmas at church. By the time you see this, we will have already, of course, gotten all the decorations up at church, but the plan is this weekend. I have to work in the morning on Saturday, but my husband and our friends are going to a local college over to Cal Poly Pomona. They have an agriculture department where the students learn all sorts of agricultural things, and one of the things that they do is they have greenhouses there, and they grow poinsettias for Christmas. And our church supports the students by purchasing our poinsettias for the sanctuary at the college, which we've done now for 4 or 5 years, ever since my husband learned about them, and they give us a little bit of a discount because we purchase a large number of them. We purchase 50, so they give us a bit of a discount, and it's a win-win for all of us because we get the best flowers. They are not grown in a foreign country. They're local. We know, what climate they've been in, so they do better. We noticed that they do better than the ones that are coming from who knows where, because they've been grown locally. So that's really cool. And we're helping the students and the program over there at the college, which I think is also really cool. So they're gonna go pick up poinsettias in the morning on Saturday, and then go to church and get out the exterior decorations and have it all ready for those who are going to come volunteer late in the afternoon and into the early evening. We start like around 3 o'clock or 3:30. We're going to do the outdoor decorations, weather permitting. I don't think it's supposed to rain on Saturday, but it might. Who knows? It's raining today, and it's supposed to rain again tomorrow, which is Thursday and Friday, so it may still be raining Saturday. We don't know. But, weather permitting, we're going to do the outdoor decor, which includes this really cool manger scene that we have that one of the church members made out of plywood, and it's big, great big huge manger scene that goes out on the front lawn. And then the plan is to have some soup and chili at about 5 o'clock, and then start decorating the interior of the church, and watch. Sometimes we do, like Christmas carols, which we'll probably have the radio on or something for Christmas carols, a CD or something. But this year we're not caroling afterward. We are going to have a Scrooge movie for the kids, the cartoon one, and yeah, it should be fun. Enjoy ourselves. I'm gonna give myself some shading here, see what it looks like on this green paper. I want to shade here where that overlaps. Not every one of these is going to get a thing. Most of them will, but not everyone. They don't have to. I am going to go in here with the white pencil and get a little highlighting done though. That'll be cool. I think I'm going to grab my, where'd my pens go? Oh, where'd they go? Where's my box of pens? Oh, there they are, from where I used them last. These Faber Castells. This gray Pitt pen. These don't work very well for drawing, but they're awesome for shading. And I'm just gonna give myself a little, oh, that's a little too light. I need a darker one. I usually don't get to use the darker ones because the paper I use is usually a light one, but let's try a little bit darker. Let's try this one. This is gonna be warm gray. Oh, that's better. Okay. Instead of doing it with a with the pencil, I'm going to just do it with the pen and do my shading like that. Because I think I want to come back with the white pencil and do a lot of highlighting on this one. So anyway, that's what's coming up this weekend. Yeah, I'll be at work in the morning. I'm so glad that it's raining. That would be nice if we had, oh, that's almost too dark. You know, that's almost too dark. I liked the other better. I don't know. That's the cold gray. That's the warm gray, the lighter warm gray. Let me try the lighter warm gray. I'm almost, because, you know, I didn't think it was going to be that dark, but it's darkening as it dries, so it's a lot darker than I had anticipated. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little of the lighter to it to make it a little bit less, and then maybe when I use my white pen, it'll, yeah, I like that better. Okay, we'll just change modes here. But I'm glad it's raining. Maybe you guys can hear it. It's coming down pretty good right now. It'll help with our dry areas. I don't want it to rain too terribly hard though. I mean, it's nice to have it raining, but we don't want it coming down really, really hard, because the areas that are affected by the fires, the burn areas, now they're worried about mudslides. And yeah, so we don't want it to be too wet. We want it to be wet enough so that the plants soak up some moisture, but not so wet that we get a lot of runoff and a huge amount of mud and debris flow, because that would just, you know, adds insult to injury, right? You don't want that. But it is starting to come down pretty good, so we'll see. All right, I like that better. See? gives it just a little something, something. All right. So, yeah, I have learned that I mostly don't use the dark. I only use the 2 light colors in that set. It's a set of, I'll show you in case you guys, it's called Shades of Gray pen set, and I like it, but I tend to only use the lightest ones. Okay, so now I need to blendy here and here. And then I get my thinner one for up in here. But I think since I'm on a colored piece of paper, I think the white will be awesome. I'm going to use up the rest of this white pencil that I have. You guys know that I've been working on this pencil for a long time. This one, and it's now in a holder because it's now really short and stubby, so it's less than like 3 inches down. It's gonna run out of white soon, but I bought a new one. Hobby Lobby has colored pencils individually, and it was only $1.49 for, I'm going to try this Faber Castell instead of the Prismacolor. I like my Prismacolor, but I've never used Faber Castell, and since they had them in open stock, I thought, well, what the heck? It's just a white pencil, right? Let's give that one a go. So I'm going to play with that and see how I like those instead of the Prismacolor. Gotta give that a little sharpening. And we're going to do some white highlights. Oh, I haven't signed it yet. I have to do that because I will forget. What was this, Magnut, right? I believe so. Let me look. M-A-G-N-U-T. Okay. Now I can highlight. I love this. Love the highlighting. And this is different on the green. That's something I've never done before, is decide to use, I've used the colored cardstock, but there have always been like a gray or a tan toned. I've never tried tangling on brighter colored cardstock. So this will be an interesting experiment moving forward. I'm looking forward to it, I think. Oh, I really like this. Okay. I'm happy. Okay. Awesome. And then I think I want to highlight some of these guys. See, I'm not doing it like super hard or strong or anything. Just little bits here and there. I still want that green to show through. I don't want it to be solid. But if you just put just a little bit of white accent, your eye really gets that exciting thing happening. Got some things that pop forward and some things that recede, and oh, that's so pretty. All right, I am happy with how that turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Actually want a little bit darker white here. Like that. Ah, beautiful. All right, I think I'm done. I can just fiddle with it all day, but I'm not going to. You guys have a great day. I will see you on the next video. Go out and do something nice for someone today. You know, Christmas is coming. Go do something good. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.